So producer Larry asked me to make a video explaining why we don't have visuals for this episode. And he wrote me a really nice, eloquent, long thing to read. And I was prepared to read this message from producer Larry. I can't find it. And I'm using my phone to do this. So this is what you're going to get. I'm sorry you don't have visuals. I will create something fun for you to, use your imagination of Scott, Kelley, Chris Hopper, and I talking about all the things. Do I have a good reason? Not really. It's our first episode back. We've been on a hiatus for quite some time. We were in an Airbnb with 2 functioning outlets. It was a bamboozlement. We tried our best. So enjoy this episode without visuals, and next episode, I do promise that all of our visuals work from here on out. Again, it sucks that it happened with the Scott Kelley episode, but we are going to do another one in the fall, so it's going to be fine. Enjoy this episode. Thank you guys so much for, being on board for this relaunch, and yeah, I hope this works, producer Larry, because I made a tripod out of 2 stuffed animals and a paw washer. All right, guys, enjoy the episode. After 2 years of a hiatus, we're back. I don't know if it's been 2 years, but it's felt like an eternity. I've been talking to myself a lot, and, there's a lot of people that are concerned. So I feel like now we just got a podcast again. So welcome back to the Dammit Danii Podcast. I'm so happy to be here. I am your host, Danii. I feel like I'm aggressively looking in the camera. And here we have 2 guests. The first guest I'm going to introduce is Chris Hopper.
Yay.
Yay. He has been on this podcasting journey with me for a very long time. We've been doing this for a few years.
I was trying to think of that earlier. It's been quite a few years. It's been 3 or 4.
At least.
Yeah. You're probably my longest known podcast crony.
I think I might be. I definitely have won that award.
Yeah,
and I know I'm your favorite.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Without question, Danii. You're one of my favorite people. I'm very lucky.
Stop it!
You are almost worth me starting the podcast to know you right now, Danii.
Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Oh.
He also wants stage time from you.
He's like, I just want stage time.
Also, there's some Altoona stuff coming up, but we won't spoil that yet.
Yeah, we don't want to do the spoilers. But speaking of Altoona, I have a fellow Altoona native, Scott Kelley. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Local comedian, musician. You had a long bio of things when I looked at your Instagram profile.
Does it still say that I sew cotton pajamas in my mother's basement?
It did. It said that,
change that.
some needle stitching, some crocheting. We talked about automotive things. So I'm assuming, you might be able to do that.
No, that is a hard no.
Can you change a tire?
If I had to, probably.
You could figure it out?
I could figure it out, yeah. I could do it.
Okay.
I could. My wife probably might, if she heard this right now, she'd be like, doubtful. But I'm going to say, in my corner, I think I could.
I think that sounds like most wives. It's just, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, because I feel like I would say that too. I'd be like, he can't.
Yeah.
No. About Jesse, I'd be like, don't rely on him. But also don't rely on me. Don't rely on me to do it.
I can take the oil. See, this is where I am. This is how automated I am. I can check the oil, the oil stick thing, and see where we're at.
Yeah,
I can do that.
I can't do any of those things. I always keep a TJ Maxx bag in my car because I always buy a new one every time I go. I know you guys can relate to this.
For sure.
And I just keep it in there just in case I ever do break down, because then I have something to put in my window. And it'll be flashy and colorful. Someone will come to my aid. Will I live? Maybe not, but...
What does that mean? Does that mean somebody help me?
Yeah, haven't you seen when there's cars on the side of the road?
Yeah.
I think it's if you abandon your car, you put a bag. I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that
no,
local to here, maybe?
I don't know. I see it all the time. My wife talk all the time. You see the white bags floating. I don't have any white bags in the car. I would...
That's why you need a TJ Maxx bag.
Apparently.
Or Burger King wrappers. like me. Or
You have
clothing.
to stitch them
Yeah.
together to make it long enough? Because, like, would it be long enough to even, like, catch somebody's attention?
Yeah, you tie them together like when you're escaping from prison and you have like the sheets and you tie them together. You do
Do
that
you
with the
have the
Burger King
experience
wrap.
for that, sir?
No, it was a local jail, not prison.
Okay.
And it was only a weekend, but I did my time.
I
I've
am-
never been to jail, but yeah.
Speaking of jail,
Yeah.
I do want to ask you about, we'll talk about that
Perfect,
later.
perfect.
I do need to bring it up.
I love that segue.
You did have a run-in that we do need to talk about.
Perfect.
But anyway, segueing back here.
It's bad when I can't like pinpoint which run-in you're talking about.
Well, maybe I won't even like ask. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, that's going to go down a major
Thanks for
rabbit
sharing.
hole.
Perfect.
Yeah. Have you ever spent any time in jail?
I worked in the jail, actually.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Stop.
Housedale. I was a drug and alcohol counselor.
Stop. In
Yeah.
Housedale?
Yes. I didn't realize when I took the job that was apparently the worst prison in Pennsylvania.
I've heard it.
Yeah, they housed the worst. My first day there, I got a Mountain Dew from the vending machine and walked to, it's called a B block. And
Yeah.
So I walked to my B block and I got surrounded by inmates like that. And they're like, that nice Mountain Dew there, boy. I'm like, what the fuck is
What?
going on?
They cornered you?
They cornered me. And a corrections officer guy came through and broke it up. And he's like, are you dense? Are you dumb? I'm like, I just got a soda and I'm walking to my block and everything. He's like, they are not allowed to have Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is like gold to them. Wherever you get your Mountain Dew, you stay, you drink it there, and then you leave. I'm like, no one told me this.
You have to have stationary Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Can't cross the Pepsi gang.
Can't.
There's a line that you just cannot cross with the Mountain Dew. Although you could have traded for some, some hookups,
Yeah, apparently
some muscle.
they liked me there, though. Apparently, my last day, I found out the one guy named Matt, he came in, he's like, yeah, nice. We'll take
that out.
Mr. Kelley.
Kelley.
LOL.
LOL. So yeah, so my last day there, they.
Did you don't want your prison guy to find you?
Oh, he's fine. He was nice.
Okay.
You see where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So he took me. He's kind of talked to you. I'm like, yeah. So he took me in my office, and he's like, hey, I just want to let you know because he was from the Bloods, and he's like,
Stop it.
So we just had a game plan. If there's ever a riot situation that came down here, we were going to protect you, Mr. Kelley, and put you in a closet. We liked you so much. I'm like, okay, cool, man.
They throw a Mountain Dew just to make sure that you're okay in the
Yeah.
closet. I love that was the plan, to
That
throw
was the
you
plan.
in the closet.
Yeah, and protect me. I was
That's
I was a
sweet.
protected asset apparently there. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I guess I had because I don't want this protection on the outside because it might like
Yeah. But you are
Yeah.
wearing red today.
very true. That is very
That's
true.
right.
So you are supporting your team colors.
Represent. No.
I really didn't think we'd go there today, but I'm glad that we did.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we need to talk about Altoona.
All right.
We
go.
definitely got to talk about Altoona. How would you describe Altoona to somebody that's never been to Altoona?
Very open-minded people. Respects other cultures,
Oh, God.
minorities, and
Sounds very white. I've never been there.
yeah.
Speaking of, we joke when my boyfriend comes to visit Altoona because he's Asian that our diversity goes up like 5%.
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
there is.
insane. We're really highlighting Altoona.
Yeah, well,
Shout out, Brad.
Good, all right, good things about Altoona.
Good things about Altoona.
Meth heads.
Okay, sweet.
The sheets by the Altoona Hospital.
Oh my God, that's a staple. If you ever go to Altoona, you have to go to that Sheets.
All right, so just we're all doing sidetracks here. So I'll
That's
spend.
the name of this podcast is Sidetracks.
I will. All right, so I created a page. You may or may not have heard of it. It's called Altoona Complaints Department.
No, stop it. I'm
So
joining.
I know. Here's the thing. I haven't run it in about a year now because focusing on the special I filmed last year, I just couldn't do both.
Launch it back up.
So
Come on.
I need to. I handed it over to people, and they have not done anything with it and everything. Really, they've done some things, but it got. My first one that took off was I took zombies and put it in the background of the Altoona Sheets Hospital and said, "Be careful, everybody. The meth heads are about." And then
It's
that
so
just took
true.
off. That and then I photoshopped black dildos on the top of Altoona Police Department cars and had us warning, like, please stop doing this. They don't like it.
They don't like it.
And actually, the Altoona Police Department took the post down.
Stop.
They called me.
No sense of humor.
They called me and they found they have ways to. All right, so I used to be a probation officer for like 6 months. I know they have ways to get into people's Facebook accounts and just like look at anything. Even if you make it private, they can get in.
The Altoona Police Department.
So they got in and found me, called me and like, where are your intentions with this? I'm like, this is because this is when it was brand new. It was only like 2 months old, this page.
Okay.
And then I like, it's a satire page making fun of Altoona and everything. He goes, okay. And like a day later, it went back up. But yeah.
They're like, we'll accept the black dildos.
We'll
We'll put it back up. It's okay.
Yeah. No, funny thing is, nobody got that either because the whole
Really?
black people and police officers, what's goes on with that. So I purposely chose black dildos to go across. But everyone just laughs at the fact that there's just dildos on police cars.
I mean,
they don't
it's
see
funny.
the underlining.
It's so funny. And then we had that guy that was like the shooter from
Luigi Mangione.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's-
Pop.
One of the good shit.
Really highlighting Altoona. I mean,
Yeah.
I wonder if he had a slice of Altoona pizza before,
That's where he got
locked up.
caught, right?
At McDonald's.
At a
He got
McDonald's.
McDonald's. His chicken nuggies
Yeah.
is what got him, did him in. And to get that classic chicken nuggies.
Now that
That's how
like
my
McDonald's.
grandfather went.
I mean, yeah, it's the way to go.
Died doing what he loved.
All right, R.I.P.
Yeah,
Rest in
chicken
peace.
nuggets in Altoona.
But the one like exciting thing about Altoona is there's comedy happening in Altoona, which
Yes.
is very rude because when I was in Altoona, there was no comedy happening.
Well, we just knew you wanted it so much, and we just like
Yeah.
denied.
No,
No.
not for her.
No, it is though. It's really happening. It's awesome. It started with me and this guy named Rich Hirschberger. He started the Comedy Farm. We've been working together to launch it, and then it's been a huge success. Honestly, it's been amazing.
That's crazy.
He's all over the place, taking it to other towns and stuff. He definitely played some weird towns. I will say that.
You mean like Johnstown? This is weirdly specific. I
No.
apologize to Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, sorry guys. The place, put it this way. The place we played at in January, you went from a back road to a back road to get there.
Love
And you arrived there and you knew where you were. You knew exactly what you could and couldn't say that night.
Like, okay, we're just gonna, the material a little bit. Do
You're
a
gonna
revision.
tweak that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we've done some interesting places I'll probably never perform at again.
Like VFWs?
No, it was some, I don't even know how to call it. Just some bar in some very open-minded town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very open.
Very
Klansman
open-minded.
rally somewhere.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Did they hire you guys to come in?
It's white people. Great.
Only the white comics though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. So that's been a good thing. It's been happening with Altoona and the Comedy Farm. We've got great turnouts for the shows. It's fun. We just did a one-liner competition last night.
I saw that. That's insane.
Yes.
Who's Tracksuit Joe or whatever the fuck his
Track-
name is?
Tracksuit Joe. He's from State College. It's Tracksuit
Okay.
Scott. He literally.
Oh, Scott. Sorry.
There's Scott. There's 3 Scotts. The other Scott wasn't there last
Okay,
night though.
we gotta vote a Scott off the island, and obviously it's not you.
He's a great guy and everything, but he just wears tracksuits all the time. That's his thing. He literally has a whole entire collection. His shoes, his hat, and everything all match his
Shut
tracksuit.
the fuck up.
So
Does he swish when he walks?
I never pay attention to
You
that.
Is
gotta
he in the
pay attention to
mafia?
that. Yeah.
No,
It's one or the other.
Is he in the Bloods?
No. I
What
have
do you
told him
hide you in the
though,
closet?
if he's not getting a sponsorship from Adidas, because that's where all the stuff is from, like he is missing out.
I mean, honestly, you could be buying off-brand tracksuits. You could be wearing Skims tracksuits.
he goes right to the heart of classic tracksuit.
Okay.
Adidas.
Okay. I
He's
mean,
a
I do
purist, for
appreciate
sure.
a man of character. Absolutely.
No, great guy. He's funny. Actually, funny as hell. Honestly, too. Really funny.
I'm sad I missed it.
You should. It was a great time. It was the first time they ever did it. So everyone came up with one-liners, and I told Rich, I was like, you should probably make a post like saying it's not just like one-liner. Like you're going to go through rounds. So
Right.
when we showed up, some of the other comics are like, how many do you have? I'm like, I have like 100. I have right here, and they're like, I have one. And one guy's like, I have 15. Like they're like, oh, like fuck. I was like, Rich, like I told you, we should have told people.
You could have sold your jokes.
I could right
You
then and there.
literally could have
Take
sold
cash
them.
money. What you guys got here?
Yeah, here's some jokes. $5. I mean, charge a little more than that, obviously.
$5. Yeah, probably like a $5.75
Per joke.
Yeah.
Per joke.
Or per word.
Per word. Per word.
I don't know. I'm really salty that I fucking spent $30 yesterday because my bag was 3 pounds over. That's $10 a pound. But there's like 10,000 people around me. They're like, do you want to go through your bag? I'm like, no, I am not pulling the shit out of my bag. What I'm going to do, pull like my underwear out like in front of everybody? Like, absolutely not.
What price is it worth not having to deal with all that?
It was worth $30.
Absolutely.
I'm still a little salty.
Absolutely.
I get that. I
Yeah.
do.
So
Yeah.
anyway.
I don't like pull my thumbs out either. So.
Yeah, see, you understand.
I do
That's
understand.
why I wear all mine at the same time when I fly.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
I fucked
All
up.
your thongs all at one time.
All at one time.
Man, that G-string.
Hey, it's thrifty. That's what I do.
Are you trying to get Skims to sponsor you?
Hey, I'm trying. I'm throwing it out there. I'm just saying I'm available if Skims comes knocking.
I think that you and Kimmy would do so great together.
I think so.
I absolutely
I've
think
heard
it's a partnership
that.
made
If I had
in
a
heaven.
dime for every time I heard that.
You would have a dime.
You would have negative dimes.
I would be in debt.
Do you have a dime with you?
No, I do not. No, we're talking about weed now?
What? I said that I had Coke here. I'm like, yeah, I have like Coke and Diet Coke. And he's like, are we like, what kind of party is this?
No, I should. Oh my god. So speaking of that, so so back in 2012, I did Steel City Improv Theater up here in Pittsburgh. Great place to learn improv and everything.
Yeah.
It was fun. And so the guy who ran it, Justin, he encouraged the group you were with, like all go out to get better know each other. So the one guy in our group, he's like, I'm having a potluck party. I'm like, oh, cool, and everything. So we show up at his house at 10:30, and it's like 11:30, and I'm like, where's the food at? He's like, because everyone's eating Doritos and shit. And I was like, he's like, this is the food. I'm like, this is not potluck. He goes, don't you understand what potluck means? I'm like, I don't know, apparently.
It's a covered dish. You bring a covered dish to a potluck.
So apparently he had an expensive system. He was pumping weed out through his house, through his vents and everything.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
And then you're getting high, contact high, and then you hit your snacks. I was like, that's not a potluck party to me, man. I never heard of this.
It's a potluck
I've
for sure.
never heard of that before.
Yeah.
I would have showed up with like a casserole.
It would have got eaten. It would not have gone to waste.
Yeah, it would have gotten eaten.
Like, what? And Larry's like, yeah, I've heard of that before. He's
Have you
like,
actually heard of that
silently
before?
nodding.
To
He had.
To a degree.
Have you been to a potluck party?
Oh, several.
He has a gold chain on, of course he did.
That's where you earn them.
I know, absolutely.
Yeah. They're like Mardi Gras beads.
Well, I did get these off of Etsy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm obsessed with my dog.
Oh, yeah.
We have
That's right.
We have an unnatural relationship, him and I joke that it's like a Norman Bates kind of thing, but it
Perfect.
kind of is.
All right.
I love him.
Thank you for sharing.
You didn't
Anytime.
seem like a dog person from knowing you before you've had the dog and knowing you after the dog.
Now I am
BD
a
and
full
AD.
dog person.
Yeah.
I go to the dog park.
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
Yes, I'm a German Shepherd.
Do you sniff his paws?
I
Or
do-
fur paws?
I do not sniff his paws. or
Why
anything.
don't you do that?
Because I have boundaries.
There's nothing better. Next, when you go home,
Breaking
take your
boundaries.
dog on a nice long walk, bring him in, and just give a good sniff. I'm telling you.
Wait.
Seems like the worst. Seems like
Well-
the worst time.
It's the best time.
I can imagine what my wife is doing. I'm just down on the ground.
She's like, listen, I can accept the comedy career, but this.
This is where we draw the line. What the fuck are you doing with the dog?
She shoos your children away. She's like, you can't see this.
It's a
It gets
gateway
better with each
drug.
paw. You gotta do it.
I'm
What if
telling
you
you, it
get
does.
hooked?
Yeah, it's a gateway
Ruins
to
your
sniffing more
life.
paws.
Yeah.
You know, go over to my neighbor. He's outside his dog. I just roll him over real quick and start sniffing
Yeah.
against his will, sniffing it. Oh my god, this is great.
You're just
Now
rolling
Scott's
dogs
sitting
over.
outside the dog park again. I guess we're gonna keep walking.
Just like pacing manically back and forth, like scratching like a crack addict. Like,
Yeah.
where's the paws?
Is he scratching his neck with his feet?
You'll be like, I'll slip you $20 if your dog can run through some mud for me, just so I can get a good whiff.
I heard he got fleas. I can smell it on him.
So yeah, I'm obsessed with my dog.
Wait, so what other things do
Yeah,
you do
that's right.
that's unnatural besides sniffing the paws?
Oh boy, I don't know. Like I do let him like tongue kiss me sometimes, which like is fine.
Yeah,
They
right.
just like that scene in Lady in the Tramp, just like the spaghetti. He just
I
breathed
do
in.
sometimes make us a plate of spaghetti, just for him and I to share. I say to my boyfriend, "This is not for you. This is for us."
Your food is down right here.
Yeah, I put it in a bowl for him on the floor. I'm like, "You eat on the floor." Thank you. I threatened his life before I left. I was like, I love this dog more than you. So I need you to make sure this dog lives. I am very specific. I made him a crock pot meal before I left, just, so he'd remember
Very
me.
nice. There's actually a cool place. All right, positive thing about Altoona. There is a place in Altoona. It's a great. Oh shit! Now I'm blanking on what it's called. But because I think of all the negative things.
Because it's so great. I know we started hard, like really negative. We're never
Sheets is
going
great.
there. Oh, Sheets, yes.
Curve is great.
The Curve is
Sheets
so
over
Don't
fun.
grow
your
so
head.
apart. Or not, this is great.
Altoona.
Which is technically that's Tipton and everything, but
Oh, yeah. It's
Technically
technically
speaking.
not Altoona. But
not. But no. Oh crap! It's a great dog place. If you visit, You have to go if you want to bring things back for your dog.
Okay, where's the dog place? You can't. You're just like this place. It's
This
so
place-
great in Altoona.
Oh. Let me Google this.
Oh
Let
my
me Google
God.
this and everything. We just took our dog to for his birthday, and like he could
How old did your dog turn?
turn 2.
Oh my God. Happy birthday. What's your dog's name?
Ollie.
Happy birthday, Ollie. I like dogs more than people.
Yeah,
I
makes
can
sense.
understand that actually.
Yeah.
People
I do
suck.
get that.
They do.
Poochie Chef, that's what it's called.
Poochie Chef.
Poochie Chef.
Okay, I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Awesome.
It
stuff.
sounds like a pimp.
Yo, we got dog treats right here. $3.99. Got a custom card. You got punch 5 holes here. You got fruit. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I'm obviously going to get a card,
He
you know.
sits outside that Sheets, man.
Oh my God. Does he sit
Sheets
outside?
is close by.
The
Exactly.
Less
There's
than
a
a
Sheets
mile.
on every block, which I love.
Yeah.
I miss not having, you know, and that's what Los Angeles does not have this. We do not have good gas station food. Rude. There's
What
not
the
like
hell?
places to stop to like go to the restroom. Rude. Like it's just we need a Sheets out there. Like I'm ready to partner with them. I want to franchise it out on the West Coast.
talk to
You
them.
should try.
Talk to Steve Sheets.
I'll see what I can do. See if I can make an appointment this week while I'm in town.
I know people who actually work in like the corporate place, like at the actual factories from there. It is nuts. You can't have makeup on. The girls can't have perfume on. You have to take all your jewelry off.
What?
So that it's crazy. All the things you sign up for to work in like their actual like factory place.
It's a small price to pay to make greatness.
Apparently, I guess I don't know. And you're locked in like it's prison too. You're like locked in.
Is that where you were working at? You
No.
said Houtzdale, but
No. I know people that work there, so that's why.
Okay.
And they told me about how just a culture shock. It's like prison. You're locked in. Like literally, you can't just leave unless you have emergencies or things like that.
shut up. You have
It's
to like
crazy.
do like a hand, like a very
It's got a
like
key
Men in
card.
Black thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Scan
key
your
card
retina.
things. People got to let you out and stuff like that.
That's
It's
wild.
crazy. But again, for greatness.
For greatness.
For
You got a
greatness.
price to pay for greatness. It's no Buc-ee's. I mean, listen, I love a Buc-ee's. Have you guys been to a Buc-ee's?
I was looking. We drove to South Carolina, and I was almost taking a huge detour to go to one.
You should have.
I should have,
What
but
are
I
you
didn't.
doing?
I went to the Edgar Allan Poe Museum instead. I get distracted very
Buc-ee's,
easily.
Edgar Allan Poe.
So I went. Well, they had these raven things all over the place, man. They were cool. So I had to stop. I got a raven glass. It's like a rocks glass for bourbon with a raven on it. Ravens can speak, so like it could have said nevermore. Is all I'm saying.
You're-
I'll let you get back to the point.
Have you been to a Buc-ee's?
No, I never have. No, I just want to do the story, just the telltale heart
Yeah,
under the floorboards.
yeah. I didn't know he did impressions.
Yeah, listen.
That was
It's
a
in his
good
bio. It was in his
heartbeat.
Instagram bio.
I can. I do a good Mickey Mouse, actually, honestly.
Oh my God, we got to talk about Disney.
Oh boy. Hey there, guys.
Stop it.
That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
I like felt like, oh my God, like I got chills. It was so
Welcome
good.
to fucking Disney.
That literally should be the entrance. So I haven't been to Disney World yet. What
I
are
have.
you gonna say?
You unlocked a core memory that I tried to bury when you just said Disney. Oh my god, use memory. All right, so
Okay, you have to share it now. Who cares what I had to
So-
say? You have to share your Disney memory.
my cousin was dating this girl in 2006. They broke it off. They had plans for Disney. It's all paid for. And he
Wait,
couldn't
we're
get
gonna do a Disney wedding?
No, it
Oh.
wasn't. No, it's just a trip for them too.
Oh,
And he
okay.
couldn't get his money back. He's like, "Can you just come down for me?" And it was all free, paid for. So we go down with some people, and we're right there to welcome to Disney. The line's packed. I had so much water at the beach house that I could not hold it any longer. It was hurting so bad, and we had nothing for me to piss in the car. So we opened the van door, and here comes my piss right out for welcome to Disney. Just going out, and we're just like, God, I hope nobody sees this. And obviously, the cars did see the door open and just pee just flying out.
And are you allowed back in Disney?
Yeah,
Around children?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there since. You know, they don't know my name, but now they do. So
welcome
You're just
them.
on your way to like the happiest place on earth, and you just see piss coming out from like a van.
you know,
like,
I was
window.
excited. I was happy.
It was like a rainbow that you made.
Some people laugh and giggle. Some people piss out the window.
I-
They're all valid emotions.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for backing me up, man.
wow,
I
that
think
was
it's
so
brave.
that was so sweet of you.
I think it's brave.
You validated
Yeah.
his pissing.
It's a safe place. Dammit Danii has a safe place here.
It is a safe place here. It absolutely is. Disney.
Disney is not a safe place if you don't want to get pissed on.
Listen, just,
Only when I'm there.
Yeah, if Scott posts that he's going to Disney, just maybe keep an eye out. Maybe have a poncho just in
Yeah,
case.
definitely.
So I was a Disney hater. I was like, fuck Disney. I was like, I'm never gonna go there. I'm never gonna have a good time. I'm like, why is it so fucking expensive? I was like, I have to take a loan out to go to fucking Disney. And then I went to Disney and I hated on it hard. I left. I was singing. I was dancing. I was hopping. I had my Mickey ears on. I bought a sweatshirt. I'm in it. Like, I watch Disney Plus now.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to letting your inner child back out again after you suffocated for so long.
She was buried deep down. And now we're free.
Yeah. I've met so many adults that say the exact same thing you. Like, oh, God, this place. And then they come back and like, okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it
was
wasn't.
awesome.
Because like we were in line for a ride and this guy was like showing us like videos. He's like, you got to see this magic show that happens at Disney. And like he's got a huge fucking Disney watch. It's like diamond encrusted. Like you can tell that like they just love Disney. And I'm like, this is a little much for me.
He was playing it in there.
Yeah, well, it's like anything. There are people who are like so extreme, just like on the opposite side of religion. People who are just like, holy shit.
Yes, they were trying to get me to join the cult.
Oh, exactly.
They planted it.
You could be an avid Disney person.
I am. I like watch like videos now. I go down like deep rabbit holes. I'm like, where are all the secret places? I need to find them. Like, have you gotten that deep in it?
Dedicate 10% of my income to Disney now.
Listen, I thought about buying an annual pass.
You should. Is it good for both parks or just for Disneyland?
It's just for Disneyland.
How far are you from Disneyland?
45 minutes, baby.
Might be worth it.
It might be worth it.
It actually might be. We're talking positive now.
Yes, we're talking positive things.
You go 3 or 4 times, it pays for itself, Danny.
I mean, it did say 9 visits, but I was like, that's
9 visits.
I was like, wait, 9 visits? Let's try
I guess it's
5.
open all year though. It's not like it closes down.
It's open all year.
Yeah.
What he didn't tell you was he's newly a Disney TripAdvisor. So after this, he's going to be talking with you.
Danny, there's so many packages that are available that are
We're
affordable.
See a square come up and like, just slide your card. The magic pass is yours.
Exactly.
I'll tell you about the bronze package. It's very affordable.
The meal plans, you got it all, man.
Oh my God, the meal plans. I mean, it just makes so much sense.
You're only locked in for 10 years at a time. It's fine.
I'm like, I want to take my mom to like the safari part of like the park. I'm like, we need a room where I can see a giraffe. That's the only way I'm going.
That is pretty cool.
That's a specific request.
It's just that's what it has to be.
We go to the bargain basement once when we go, but
how's the bargain basement one?
It's actually not bad, honestly. The worst part is the nighttime. The AC does not work that well.
I can't do that.
And there's no ceiling fans. They're just kind of like hot. So, yeah.
Speaking of fucking ceiling fans, the ceiling fan does not work in this Airbnb, as does many outlets. 4 stars. Anyway.
you need the sound from the ceiling fan as much as the airflow.
I think it's the sound. And then I tried to get on Spotify to like find a playlist. It's just not the same.
It's not.
It doesn't sound the same.
It's not authentic.
Do you need to fall asleep to any sounds? Do you listen to like Mickey singing or humming?
Yes, I listen to just vocals of women screaming. That's why I fall.
He is from Altoona, everybody.
I feel like I'm home. Yeah. But no.
You're right at home. It's so cozy.
No, we have a white noise machine. It plays nothing but Coldplay. But
honestly, so perfect.
Truthfully, no jokes. White noise machine. Like my wife is like adamant about that. Back when we first got married in 2008, I never had slept in anything like that.
Yeah.
And now I can't sleep without a white noise machine.
It's a way of life.
Yeah.
Do you have a hatch?
Oh
my God, they're a fucking bamboozlement. It's like a $200 clock that I got bamboozled into buying.
Already sounds like a bamboozle, but I love that
but
you're
it's
for it.
so aesthetically pleasing. Like it's like this cute little like half moon shape, and like it lights up with the time, and it's like a natural color. Like it's so cute, and it like illuminates like different colors in the room. I'm telling you, it's worth $200. And then you get many different sound options.
I bought one for $10 at Walmart, and it just goes shh, and I'm happy with my $10.
I also am representing Hatch as a sales advisor, so I'm just gonna, require your card.
Okay,
you'll get one
you.
on the way out.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll make sure.
Listen, you have to Google it.
Pass.
You have to Google it.
Okay.
And you're gonna say, "Go fuck yourself." I can, get one for $10, but I'm telling you.
Is there a Black Friday sale? Do you know about?
Probably.
Okay.
Although. Oh, Memorial Day just passed. Maybe there's a good 4th of July
Father's
sale.
Day is coming up.
Oh,
dads and grads, man. Get yourself a
dads and grads.
Get yourself an egg or whatever, a hatch or whatever.
Or a magic key pass for Disneyland.
Exactly.
That's what every dad wants.
That's what he
I
wants.
can imagine.
It works if you're 45 minutes away for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want the pass as much.
Have you ever taken your kids to a theme park like that?
Not like Disney. We've gone to Kennywood and stuff.
Well, I mean, Kennywood's obviously a staple.
Last time we went, it rained, and then we didn't get to go back. It's a shame. I'm gonna keep going on tangents. You got to keep me on.
You should go to Del Grosso Park. It's actually a nice park.
Yes,
honestly,
it is really nice.
It really
I
is.
drove past Busch Gardens almost when I went to the Edgar Allan Poe Museum.
Listen, it's not like Del Grosso Park. Okay, they have a
that
lazy
sounds like
river.
a place where the
That
MS-13
lazy river
is.
is nice, actually. It really is.
It looks fucking awesome.
Del
It's-
Grosso Park?
Del Grosso Park.
Where
it's
is
in,
that?
It's in Tipton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, what?
It's right by Altoona. Listen, you need to come to Altoona. I keep telling you this.
I want to
We
go
need to
see
go to a curve game.
Altoona.
We need to see Altoona.
I want to see, what's the dog's name?
Diesel dog.
Yeah.
It's like the home of like all. There's like 45 mascots there. Like every time I feel like I go there, there's like a random like creature that just pops up out of the ether, and he's the new like, was it like Four Loco or something?
Yeah.
Four Loco. I don't
Four
know if it's
Loko
called that, but
crackhead.
I don't know.
He looks like it came out of a Four Loco can.
He does,
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Steamer, they got rid of Steamer a long time ago.
Shut the fuck up. Are you joking?
No, they
No.
haven't had Steamer in a long time.
Why?
He's like retired for a little bit.
Excuse me?
I'm
He had some
sorry.
Me Too allegations we can't get into.
Yeah, he was at the Altoona Railroads Museum too often looking for his women. So
Some Diddy stuff. We
Yeah.
won't tell you why they call him Steamer, but it's visual.
You know what? That's making a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, when as a child, when we take
Yeah.
pictures with him, he did hug us pretty tight.
Yeah.
You know, things are
Be glad
coming
it
together.
stopped there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's gonna run a train on you.
Visit Altoona. Yeah. so
Sounds
you
like
need-
a magical place.
It
Keep
is a-
painting this picture.
it is a magical place. You have to. I'm trying to think. Altoona pizza is a no-go.
Yeah,
we need to
that's-
explain what
no.
Altoona pizza is to someone that doesn't know what it is.
Oh, have you tried it before?
I only know about it because of the assassination, dude. I saw photos of it everywhere on Twitter.
Oh, wait. So did he?
I
Did
don't
he
think
try
did,
the
but Everyone was
pizza?
saying he did. I think that everyone was just kind of running with the narrative of him having an Altoona.
I need a confirmation.
You
Like
know
I
what?
need to know.
It might have been because I posted about him trying it, and I think it took off.
Yeah.
You know,
It was
on the
you.
Altoona
It was
Complaints
you.
Department
You're
page.
the one that did it.
It might have been because I said I had pictures of him like seeing all the historical sites about Altoona, like Horseshoe Curve, and stuff like that. And then he winds up last place was Mickey D's. You know,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
naturally the last place that you would go to,
Exactly.
end the tour.
well, it's the only one left that has Ronald McDonald statue you can visit
Oh, that's right.
on the outside of it. Yeah,
Isn't it bronze?
it's bronze.
It's really nice.
It actually is nice.
I
looking.
mean, should they replace it with? Why can't I remember this guy's name?
Luigi Mangione.
Luigi. They should,
Luigi Mangione.
I can't. My Central PA accent.
They're like,
will
we
not allow
need
me
the
to
most
do that."
stereotypical Italian sounding name. What can we come up with?
Literally. Do you think he wanted to get caught after he tried the pizza? I'm just throwing a theory out.
He might have had shame. Not killing somebody, that wasn't shame. But having the Altoona style pizza was shame.
That was the
That was a
ultimate
low.
shame.
That
Yes.
was a low point.
Okay, so we got to describe it to people so they really understand. Like, it's kind of like a Sicilian pizza.
Yeah,
Would you
Sicilian
agree with
pizza.
that?
If you would put,
The Luigi.
well,
They're gonna call it the Luigi.
Yeah.
They're gonna have like little party toppers, like with his face on it,
Yeah.
like each slice.
Some
you
shell
just get-
casings.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
like cupcake topper.
you could blow it out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I'm actually just gonna go home tonight. The anticipation's
There's so many
killing
good
me.
ideas.
But it was was it the yellow American cheese?
It's
Yeah.
yellow American cheese.
Yes.
There's sauce on it, right?
Yeah, underneath that, and then there's just layers of yellow American cheese on top of it.
And then they put pepper, like green pepper. It's literally like what's at the
Think.
bottom of your fridge that you like might have left
over.
over. Oh, jalapenos.
And to be fair, any place in Altoona that does make it, they all do it in a little bit of a different way.
Oh, that's true.
Not one place does it the exact same way.
I think I've only seen Shout Out to Dino's. I think it's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Do you
regardless.
recommend somebody who's never tried it to try it?
I have. When I ran the Altoona
Yeah.
department page,
We
there
all
was a
laugh
guy.
really hard. Yeah.
There was a guy who was running for mayor, and I dared him. I was like, "If you really truly are for this town, you will try Altoona style pizza, and you will record it." And he did.
Stop.
I voted for him then because of that.
I mean, obviously he gets the vote.
Yeah,
He
100%.
follows through with what he promises, man.
We
Yeah.
need to give David Portnoy out that way. He needs to do the pizza Ew, I didn't say that right. He needs to try the pizza.
We
in
heard what we
Altoona.
heard. Yeah.
He's got a, yeah. I feel like he'd give it a pretty fucking low rating.
Yeah, completely.
I'd be surprised though. Maybe he would be into it.
There are people who are champions of it though, actually.
I know some people are like really into it, but
They're
like,
it's amazing. I'm like, no, it's not.
but like, is craft cheese even cheese?
Good point.
But is it delicious?
It is delightful. I feel like a grilled cheese is not the same without a craft single.
For sure.
But like, I wish you could just literally buy like 5. Like, I don't need a pack of 40. Because then what do you do? I guess
You
that's
make
when
4
you make the
grilled
Altoona,
cheeses, man.
or you make Altoona pizza.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess. I guess so. You're working for Kraft too.
Yeah,
So we talked about another negative of Altoona.
I know. Listen, we're trying to be positive patties here.
We have
You got the
Coles, we have Sweet
KKK.
Frog.
Yeah.
We have literally every chain restaurant ever.
If you never want to lose weight, please come down to and
Literally,
eat.
yes.
Everywhere. Every time you turn around, there is a new dining place.
There's a new dining place, but the gems are definitely the bar food. The bar food is my favorite. I miss the bar food.
You ever go to Zach's?
Yeah,
Here's
Zach's is okay. Al's Tavern's my number one.
Oh crap! There is a place I liked. Jack and George's has great.
Fucking love Jack
Great
and
food.
George's. They have like those cheese logs. Have you ever?
Mhm.
Oh my god,
I
cheese logs! You got to come down Tuna for the cheese logs.
Yeah. That sounds legit. I
And
like
they
a
make-
cheese log. Is it American cheese or is it a real cheese?
I think it's a real cheese. I
Oh.
think it's like a mozzarella.
something like that,
Yeah.
and it's a lot too.
It-
No, seriously. Anything you get there,
Yeah.
like my first time there, I was like, I'll have a large order of fries, and I got some other stuff too. And everybody around the table was laughing because they've been to Jack and George's,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What's so funny? I just got a large order of fries," and they're like, "You'll find out." And the kid brought it out, and it was this massive amount. I was like, "Oh my god, you guys gonna help me eat this?" Or like, "No, it's on you." I'm like,
It's
"Well,
all you.
I'm not eating all this. This is just gonna
Yeah.
go in the trash."
It's
but
like a fucking tray, isn't it? Like it's
a huge
insane.
freaking it's insane.
Oh my god! Like the portions there, and when I say cheese log, like I legit mean like it's a fucking log of cheese.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It'll stop your heart probably.
It will. It
Yeah.
will. If you want an early death, Altoona's a great place.
Yeah,
Oh,
Visit
exactly.
Altoona.
Especially if you're not white, from what it sounds like. Yeah.
Listen,
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a black comic last night. Never met the guy. He was hilarious. He was really funny, and I felt bad. He was the only one. Like there needs to be more. But
probably within the zip code.
I guess like they're there somewhere. I don't know where they are.
Is there a good Altoona comedy like audience?
Oh
That they like
yes.
looking?
So here's the thing. It's like it depends on who likes you. Like if
Right,
like my
yeah.
people will come out and like they want to hear the darker and dirtier stuff like that,
Yeah.
and that's what they come to. But I've just been participating watching, and then the crowds are just different. So it's really not the same every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody has different fans that come out for them.
Yeah.
So it's just a smorgasbord. Sometimes there's some weird stuff. We had a guy who overdosed on drugs.
Shut the fuck up. No.
Yeah, this is
How do you follow that, man?
Yeah. How do you follow that?
That's the thing. Rich. So it was our very first show at the Comedy Farm, and the guy Rich, this is his whole baby. He's like, "I want a headline." I'm like, "You go for it, buddy." And halfway through his 45-minute set, there's this guy just bombs out,
Oh my god.
and they're like, "Everybody, we got somebody on the ground." So we had to go and like call 911. He got taken out and everything. And then 25 minutes passes by, and I didn't even say anything to him because he's kind of freaking out. Like how am I going to restart this? And oh my god, my first show, there's a guy just like OD'd. and
That's
everything.
the ultimate test as a comedian. If you
Yeah.
can come back from that shit,
He did. He came back.
that's fucking awesome.
He riffed on that probably for 5 or so minutes about what happened. Everything. He's like, I thought I was going to be following Scott, but now I'm following an OD addict here that passed out.
They're literally carting his body out as he's like doing these jokes.
I tried to tell him like, dude, you killed.
Literally, like you killed.
He, at that moment, he did not think it was funny. I will be fair.
I feel like we can laugh about it now.
Now,
It's probably
yes.
not a laughable moment, like
No.
in the moment itself.
No, I probably should have chosen a better time. But yes.
I was going to ask what the craziest thing was that happened, and I feel like that might be it, question mark?
There was that, and then another show where a guy got drunk and like passed out from blackout drunk. Because that's actually the last show we used to have. So they have They can't sell beer there. So
Okay.
they have like donations. They have beer there. You just donate. You know, some people are dicks about it too.
Yeah.
Like, I want 6 Bud Lights. Here's a quarter. I'm like,
Shut the
right.
fuck
yeah,
up.
Yeah.
that has
No.
happened too. So what happened was at that show, we were no longer allowed to do BYOB
Okay.
and because of that. So
You've ruined it for everybody.
yeah,
It's like when you pay a hooker, man. You just leave the money on the counter. If you take it, you take it. You know?
That's true.
From what I hear.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Through someone else's research.
it's okay. You're around safe people.
I'm kidding.
This is a safe space.
Yeah,
The
I know.
podcast.
Now, if we look in your trunk and there's dead ones in there, like, it might not be a safe space anymore.
I put them in Danny's trunk when
You
I
did,
got the water.
did say, you were like, that's a spacious trunk you have in your
Yeah.
rental car.
Could fit 3 or 4 bodies, easy. I mean, bundles of leaves.
Does anybody have any garbage bags I can line this with?
I just, was thinking of the TJ Maxx haul I could have, and you're just like, how many
Exactly.
bodies?
What cleaning products you got back there, Danny?
So now that we've sidetracked, we've talked about ridiculous things. We've talked about Altoona. We shed a great light on that. I do apologize to all my fellow Altoonans.
It's
I'm-
okay.
I'm
Altoona
ready.
ticks.
Altoona
like that's what it should be
ticks.
Yeah.
I'm going to make t-shirts. We want to hear your Dammit moment. Scott Kelley.
Oh man, yes. All right. So I had a few, and what I'm going to go with was one that has a happy ending in the end.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Not like that.
You just leave it on the counter, man.
I hear you leave money on the table.
No, it's not that kind of happy.
They take it.
Yeah,
It's not that kind of happy ending. And everything.
Just hide it in the
It's-
closet.
It's a morally good happy ending.
Okay.
Oh, that
However
might
you
be a
twist
first
it.
for this podcast.
Well, all right. So true story. All right, I'm going to change the name. So there's this guy named Dave growing up, and so
Okay.
hear me out.
Why is he pointing at
So
Larry?
his
Yeah. Dave.
it was, I'll put it this way, it was my most embarrassing moment still in my life. Still,
Oh, perfect.
We are so ready.
So
I'm actually going to face the dog towards you.
hi, buddy.
His judgmental eyes.
Don't judge me.
Smell his paws on your way out.
Yeah.
So this guy named Dave, his dad would always like abuse him all the time, like beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
I know we're going somewhere, but hear me out. Just follow me through the darkness.
All right.
Follow me.
Okay.
Just follow
This
me,
is-
everybody, every listener. Just follow me. We're taking a ride here for a second. All right. So his dad broke his ribs, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I was like, "I'm so sick of this shit." So at the time, he had this old VHS camcorders. I was like, and we were doing Jackass was popular, so we're doing sketches and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, Dave. Anyways, so Dave, can I borrow your camcorder? He goes, sure. So I went out in the woods. I put on a wife beater and stuff like that, and all the neighborhood kids. And I said, and the first line of me in this video is me saying, "I'm Dave's dad, and not a piece of motherfucking shit." I take out my belt and I start beating everybody. It's like, I beat my kids, I beat my wife, I beat my dick and everything. And we filmed this whole entire thing. And then I'm like beating all the neighborhood kids and saying a whole bunch of shit. And we go to Dave's house. I'm like, Dave, we made something funny. We gotta go upstairs when you're watching your bedroom. He goes, no, let's watch it downstairs. Like, no, Dave, we gotta watch this in your bedroom. He rips it out of my hand and he puts it in the VHS player. And his dad knew that we were doing funny videos at the time, so he's like, comes in with a beer. He's like, what are you guys gonna watch? And or Dave here, I keep saying the name wrong. Oh, fuck it. Anyways, so. Anyways, so he goes, they made a funny video. Let's watch it. And I was like, no. So we sat down in his couch and pressed play. And his dad sat down in a reclining chair. And first thing out of my mouth is obviously, I'm dad, I'm a piece of motherfucking shit. And I'm just like, I'm going down into the couch completely embarrassed. It's going on and on. And his dad's not taking a drink of that beer. He's just like, staring at it. His mom comes in early from work, walks in the door and goes, what are you guys watching? His dad just says, an interesting video. And is on the floor laughing like a maniac. Like we just allowed trauma just to come unrelent and just laugh like crazy.
Did you break up a family?
Hear me out. Just hear me out.
We're traveling through the darkness.
Traveling through the darkness.
Okay.
So the video stopped, and it's that old VHS stuff. Whenever it was just that stuff going through, when it was done, and then I just get up and I go, "Have a good day," and I leave. And
like a Walmart greeter.
so the true story about that is, Like his dad never beat him again after that video. Never touched him.
Good.
You're a hero.
And that's where I realized comedy can have a big power if you use it in the right way. So, yeah.
That is actually a nice ending.
That was a beautiful story. I did not know where we were going for most of that story.
And now I'll have part 2 of this. Have you guys ever seen the movie Basketball?
Absolutely.
All right. Have you ever seen Basketball?
Well, Daddy, you need to.
You really
Add
need
it to my list. Okay. Add it to my
so
list.
basically the point is, I'll just do a condensed version, is they're basically trying to say jokes when you shoot, you miss the shot.
Okay.
So we're doing baseball at John's house, and this is like 2 years later after this whole video, and I'm like pretending to be his dad. I'm like, he's like, I'm dad. I put Vagisil on my dick. It burns all the time. Oh! And then hear behind me, oh, is that what I really do, Scott? I'm like, fuck, man, this guy hates me. Like, you see me do a video, now you see me do this.
You're just like roasting this guy endlessly.
Yes.
That's way meaner than Steve Perry.
Oh, God. Yeah. So, that guy probably does not like me. Yeah.
That's amazing. I can't, after something terrible like that happens, you can only say something like, gotta go.
What was you going to say?
Historically
accurate,
Thanks for having me over.
There's no way I stay for that video. I'm out the door before that video. I have diarrhea. I see smoke signals that my mom is in the hospital. Like, I'm leaving some reason. There's no way I'm sitting there as I'm being the guy on TV and he's sitting next to me.
Weren't you worried?
You're a
ribs,
hero.
Yeah, like weren't you worried your like ribs were gonna get broken?
Actually, my friends around me were like worried about that. They told me afterwards, like, we're afraid he was gonna like try to beat you like privately or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought we were
Like, Scott, let me take you to the back room and show you something.
I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. If you keep doing this, I'm going to make a part 2 video.
Snuff film.
Oh, God. You are a hero. Add it to your Instagram bio.
All right, this is the part I never even said too. Prior to this video, because I knew what he was doing. Like, one time I took off my used condom and put it on his windshield wiper. I did. I didn't like this guy. I didn't like what he did to my friend. So I just fucked with him.
You just harass this man. Like every 5 years, do you just egg his house or do something?
No. Maybe my teens.
Strictly beating off on the windshield.
Yeah, I've never heard of a windshield condom
changed
before.
it a little bit.
I like it. It's very creative.
Yeah, it was creative. I was like, what am I going to do with this? You know what? I'll go walk 5 blocks down and put it on his windshield.
You were getting your steps in?
Yeah, I'm getting this is prior to Fitbit, but yeah.
Yeah. You get your steps in, you double use. You were recycling.
Exactly. What he did with it was on his own. It's like when people hand you Bibles you don't want. You're like, oh, fuck. And then you got to go hand it to somebody else because you don't want the curse.
Right. You gotta gift it to somebody.
You got to beat off in it. Put it in somebody's car.
Like, why are these pages just the texture is just sticking together?
King John version is not the same.
Yeah.
Genesis really gets me hard, I tell you that much. This doomsday shit.
Wow. This has been such a great time. Please tell everyone about your special. I did rent your special.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
Next time I'll purchase it. So good. Seriously, give it a watch. Your jokes, your joke writing is crafted so well. Very punchy, very creative. You did it at the Railroaders Museum.
No, the Comedy Farm. Actually, where that is Arts Altoona. And it's kind of like, you ever hear of Wisecrackers?
No.
In State College?
Yes.
So they pop up and then it becomes a comedy club. So that's the same with the Comedy Farm. It pops up and becomes a comedy farm inside Arts Altoona.
Oh, so just kidding.
No, I did do a show at the Altoona Railroaders Museum in February.
Okay. I did do a very deep dive, as you can tell, on your social medias.
Thank you.
I like to stalk my guests before they come.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And probably no one else does, but thank you.
Yeah, I like to do my background work. I have your social security number in case I want to make some purchases later.
Thank you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You can just restore my credit for me. So
you're already a Disney member, so we're already added that on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the great leopard, she stalks her prey.
Oh, we do got to ask you before you go, before you share the special. This is maybe even more important.
Okay.
What do you most identify with? A cheetah, a leopard, or a jaguar?
I'm going to go Jaguar.
Why?
It sounds so fucking cool.
You're right.
That is the only reason.
You're right.
I like Jaguar cars. I don't have one. I'll probably never own one. But hey.
Listen, if you go to the West Coast, the Waymos, the self-driving cars, are Jaguars. They're fucking sick.
That's awesome.
It's so nice.
I'm glad we talked about this.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, your special.
My special is called Word of Mouth from Scott by Scott Kelley here, and you can get it on Prime Video. But yeah, I shot that. So it was offered to me a year. So all right. Long story short, best way I can put this, how this all came about was I'm wondering if I was going to continue doing comedy. Once COVID happened,
Yeah.
I've been on the verge of it because it was taking away from my family life, and I was getting more angry about it than kind of loving the craft.
Yeah.
So I took a break for a few years, and I was, you know what? I just like this. I don't like the stress and everything that always comes with, am I gonna have a good set and all this shit like that always happens with it. And
Yeah.
so I was like, I'm gonna just piece together old stuff, put it out on iTunes, and call it bits and pieces. And I'm just gonna throw it out there, and that's my swan song. I'm never gonna tell anybody that I'm quitting. So I did that. And Arts Altoona was having a comedy class, and the guy there was teaching them how to steal jokes and get away with it. And they fired him, and someone on there heard of my special on iTunes I put out, and they're like, "Can you come teach a class?" Like, I think it's reserved for people who actually have made it or somewhat done something more. And my wife's like, "Do it." So I did it, and I met this guy there who put his special out on Prime Video in 2019.
Okay.
And
is he an Altoona local?
Yes.
Okay.
A guy named oh my God, he's gonna kill me right now. Tony Bambachi.
Okay.
And everything. And so he put his special out, and we just kind of talking shop of what we created. And I was like, well, I had this script I wrote called Timothy, Son of God, which is basically about Jesus, or Satan's coming back, and Jesus doesn't want to do the second coming. So he just doesn't want to do it. He's like, peace out. So God has to go to his other son that nobody knows about called Timothy. He's the polar opposite. I wrote the whole role through Danny McBride's eyes.
Oh.
So it was this guy who is just a piece of shit and everything.
Yes.
And he's the guy who's going to save the world like that. So we worked on it. So he liked it. He's like, I think we can fine tune the plot. He said there's a lot of plot holes. So we worked on it together. And during that time frame, he's like, hey, I still have a connection to Prime Video. Like, do you want to put your special on there? And I originally said no and everything for it. I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah.
So a year passed by. I fine tuned things, and like you said, I made it punchier, because before it was just here's a one-liner joke, next one-liner joke, and so I started making it more punchier. And then after that year, and I asked him is it still on the table? Can I still do this?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's still on the table. So then I worked on it more, and we filmed it on Friday the 13th in September of last year.
Hell yeah.
I love Friday the 13th movies.
That's
anyways.
Mama Sue's birthday. Shout out Mama Sue.
Oh shit!
I know.
So we filmed it.
It is your love. Would it be weird if you were my stepdad?
No,
I think it would be okay.
I think it'd be okay.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
Anyway.
We'll definitely talk. We'll workshop that.
All right. Anyways, back to me.
Yeah, sorry, that took a strange tangent.
I'm trying to marry off my mom. Continue.
Okay. So we filmed that, did an hour and 20-some minutes and everything. And like we talked beforehand, I met Dave Attell in April of last year after his show, and he advised me to make that into 30 minutes. So it's easier for people to digest the special versus you don't know who I am, and here's an hour and 20.
Yeah.
So it was hard to cut it down. It's like you're killing your children, you know?
It's like what jokes?
That's a big cut down.
It is a big cut down. And so I worked on it for 3 hours because so he gave me a rough draft. He's like, you do the joke cut version. I'm like, okay. I'll be in charge of that. I spent 3 hours, an hour and 20. I shaved off 20 minutes, and I was like, fuck, I gotta shave off so much more.
Yeah.
And it got, because before I was doing it by just whether the joke was good or not. And everything. And we all were good that night, actually. It was my best night I've ever had doing comedy. It was so great. It was awesome.
You had a good crowd that night.
I have a hot crowd.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So I started taking not just certain sections out by bits. I just started taking actual bits out. Because there was a 9-minute bit about religion. There was a 10-minute bit about Halloween. There's not in the special. I took those out because they're just such huge chunks.
Right, yeah.
And I started whittling it down to smaller pieces to get it to the 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So are you still working and going to recycle those for another time?
Yes.
Or did you kill them?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to keep those ones. I'm working on new stuff since then. I'm trying to do the opposite now. I'm trying to do cleaner stuff with bits and pieces.
Boo.
I know. My wife looked at me. She goes, "Are you fucking serious?"
I thought
It's
your
like,
dirty
you?
jokes were the funniest.
Oh my God. That's naturally me. That she knows that. Me, dirty and dark. That is naturally me.
They were the best ones because at the beginning of the special, you can kind of tell it's a little cleaner as you start at first, and then I feel like it just
the
kind
first
of
joke is
progresses.
about a joke about anorexic girl getting head.
Yeah,
Giving head.
yeah,
But
but like it does. Okay, that shocked me. Like I didn't think that was going to come out right out of the gate.
I know. I purposely. All right. So as we all know as comedians, depending where you place jokes, you may get a bigger laugh or a lesser laugh.
Yeah.
I know when I put that joke later in my sets, I get a minute long applause break. But I wanted to put it up in the front because I wanted to test like everybody. I'm like, this is what you're in for tonight.
You're setting the tone.
I'm setting the tone.
Yeah.
And I was watching a special from George Carlin. I forget which one it is. I think it's called Dammit in New York, where he opened up about how he's like trying to calm the crowd down. He's like, get out of the gate. He just talks about how like, you ever realize that people who are at pro-life rallies are people you never want to fuck in the first place? And I was like, that was right from the gate.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I want to do the version of that for myself, though, right from the gate. Like, this is what you're in for.
Right, like punch, here it is.
Here it is, whether you like it or not, and everything.
Yeah.
So it was awesome to just open with that. I know I didn't get the biggest laugh that I would have gotten because I just heard it, longer.
Yeah.
Applause break, people going like crazy with it in other sets. But I just, like I said, I wanted to set that tone with it. So it was fun to do. And I'm cool with like making that joke, not like it used to be, But it was great to do that. I did clean up. You're all right. By the 3-minute marker, it did go clean for a while.
It does. Like it goes a little bit, like not super clean, but it's kind of, I'd say it's like PG-13.
Yeah.
And then it does start to get like, and that was like the heart of it. And that was probably my favorite part. Like the joke that you did about your second grade teacher.
Oh, the second grade teacher. Yeah.
That's my favorite joke, I think, of the entire special.
I'm still going to use that probably forever.
It's
honestly.
so good.
It's a true story.
Stop.
Not me hitting the kid and killing her kid. That's not true.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's true. So I was sick a lot in second grade, like a lot of ear issues. I was missing school so much, and like the teacher took me out of the class for randomly out of nowhere, and she started poking me like that, and she was telling me, she's like, if you're going to continue being sick like this from second, that I'll be here for second grade, you're going to be a loser and nobody, and you're never going to amount to anything. And second grade, that teacher took me out, and I came home crying like that, and I hit my head against the wall. And my mom's like, "What happened?" My sister heard it. My sister like ripped down because she's 14 years older than me.
Oh,
so she ripped down to that school and like gave that teacher, ripped her a new asshole for that. But
I get it. I'm an older sister. I get it.
So that's where that came from. So that part is
crazy.
True.
I can't believe that.
So I'd use it. So whenever I say you never amount to anything, you probably didn't see the special, but so never amount to anything, I say, flash forward a few years later, her son got hit by a car and died. I guess he'll never amount to anything either.
It was so good.
But I did have accident forgiveness with my insurance company, so it didn't cost me a thing.
It's such a good joke.
I love that joke.
It's crafted perfectly. It's so good. It's got the right punch.
Yeah.
It's dark. I like dark jokes.
The story that follows that about the sperm test story, that's true too.
Oh my God.
So
you guys were talking about sperm when I entered the room.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think like that's great how you meant the two guys were
so nice of you to come.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject.
So apparently Altoona UPMC does not have a facility on site to do sperm tests at all.
Well, that's good to know. It's good for the people to know.
Yeah, good to know, listeners. Again, positives about Altoona.
Yes.
So
you have to go elsewhere.
So we were trying for years to conceive, and we couldn't. And like my wife's been upset, and I just didn't want to like come home. Like, well, they just didn't have a facility in sight. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do whatever I possibly can. I'm like thinking, what should I do? So like all me like talking through like my ideas.
Yeah.
And everything that I really thought of those things, and then landing on, well, there's a bathroom right here. So I'm just going to go into the bathroom. And there really was a guy shitting like crazy. So I had to wait for him to done taking a massive, and it was wild. I don't have a fetish. I'm not like, oh yeah.
Is it like my dog paw thing?
Yeah, let me smell that. I can get off easier. So he was done, and I did my thing, and it was true. Like I had to zone out, like where I didn't want to be here. So I'm trying to think of other things, and when actually as I'm going, like the main door opened up. And I freaked out. I did like it went on like the door handle, the door, and I'm like splooging into the cup and everything. Yes, that is true.
That
man.
verb.
Splooge, splooge, man.
The splooge.
Yeah,
well, I'm glad
splooge,
that
you splooge, he, she.
You gotta collect the spooge for children. So
I should someday I'm gonna set my firstborn down and tell him about this. What your dad had to do to make sure you were gonna be able to be a born.
It's a safe space to tell this beautiful story that you have.
We were on a handle at one point.
God.
That's why you're so hard to handle now.
The last question I'll ask is, how long did the process take for you for the special?
Jeez.
Oh, I was actually just kidding.
Well,
I
yeah,
wanna know about the process.
now I'm following. So I went immediately to like, yeah, now I'm following you. Oh, yeah, it was probably, about 10, 15 minutes,
Yeah, like, do you prefer Playboy? Do you do OnlyFans? Do you just scroll Instagram?
This is pre me having a smartphone, so it was just my imagination, like a poor, vagrant person.
Wow. Wow, you peasant.
I
Anyway.
It was horrible, man. No lotion. I had to dog that with my hand. It was
Think
just
of all the teachers' dead kids.
Yeah, exactly. You have to use
Took
like the
10
hand
minutes.
soap,
Yeah.
because you got to work with what you got.
Conditioner's better than the shampoo. I'm telling you from.
Can I go to the maternity ward here? Because I gotta take care of something.
It's good for the listeners
For
to know.
sure. It exfoliates at the same time.
Well,
But so far as how long it took.
Yeah.
So from 2011 to 2014, I was very active. Then my son was born in 2015, and from there till COVID happened, I was off and on doing it,
Okay.
and I became active again in 2022. So I had like a lot of years worth of already groundwork for this.
yeah.
And so it really was more about like just getting it punchier, just all these tags. And
Yeah.
that took about 9 months and everything to get to where all the jokes were. I wanted to be just like keep adding like boom, boom. My goal was like every 3 to like 10 seconds, it has to be a punchline.
Yeah.
And just kept that going.
And they're quick. Like, you can tell you have it timed out very well.
Yes. And some people were who were my friends and family were like, do you think it's too much? I was like, fuck no. I wanted to be like, this is my goal. Like, we all know comedians, we judge each other. Let's be honest.
We
do.
Absolutely do.
We do, 100%.
I'm judging you right now.
I judge everyone I've ever seen.
Exactly. Outside of comedy, we're all just judging.
Yeah, we judge all the time.
So I wanted to make sure if I'm going to be a nobody and people are going to think he didn't deserve it, he didn't earn this shit. So I want to be like, are you going to say that? I want to make sure this is damn good and punchy. So you can't say shit.
Absolutely.
So that's why I made sure it was.
Hell yeah.
Stamp. Done.
Yeah,
Mic drop.
I know. That felt like a solid mic drop moment. I was just like, fuck, what do I. Scott, Kelley, thank you so much for traveling to Pittsburgh and being a guest on the Dammit Danii podcast. Thank you for being the first guest back.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Literally dusting the dust off. Like, it's been a while. I was like, what the fuck am I even doing here? Chris, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy you're back in Pittsburgh, even for a short period.
It's so weird. It's weird being home, but I'm happy to be home. So thank you guys so much. And
Absolutely.
that's it.
That's a rip.
That's it.